Hey darlings, welcome. It's Luna, and today we have an odd setup, as you can tell. Um, so we're filming in the comforts of my own bed at the moment, and we're just gonna see how this works out for us. We're gonna see how my quality is as well. I don't know if I'll be directly in the mic, so if not, I do deeply apologize beforehand. Um, But yeah, without further ado, I'm setting the intention that this message will be for whoever needs it most at this moment, and I trust that the divine will bring whoever needs to hear this here. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. I'm gonna move you actually a little bit. There we go. I don't know if that actually moved anything, but okay. So, I pray that you all are doing well. If not, may this bring you an abundance of loving light and positivity, especially during these times. As the time I'm filming this, it is Mercury retrograde. Now, I know specifically I have been dealing with a lot of anger, I suppose, easily eruptible anger, which is very odd for me. So right now it's really important to stay grounded and to kind of not do anything rash, especially talking, saying, decisions, contracts, anything of those sorts. So just be mindful of that. We're going to do this one more time. And then intentions. Spirit, angels, Holy Spirit, ancestors of the highest, whitest light, I thank you so much for this moment here and now. And I ask that every message and every vibrational frequency that wants to come across at this time will do so with peace and ease. May everything come exactly as it is supposed to, in the way that I can understand it most. Thank you so much, Divine, for this moment now and for the opportunity to help heal the collective. Thank you so much. All right, amen. So let's see what Spirit kind of has for us. Let's move this over. Okay, so it's kind of hard to shuffle this deck. Does it want to be? Let's do this. Maybe it needs to be shuffled once or twice more. Mm-hmm. So we have Justice popping out to start off your reading. And then the King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, Temperance. Okay, so two very beautiful cards to start off your reading, Justice and the King of Pentacles. So Justice, two can be very significant. I'm feeling, especially because you have Temperance on the bottom of the deck, you may be being called to perhaps stabilize more, so become more in union with the divine and yourself, those two parts, right? Okay. Another one popped out. Eight of Cups. Who needs to hear this right now, Spirit? Who needs to hear this most? Everything is fine. Nine of Wands. I'm feeling the need to kind of say, like, you're doing okay, like, as in what you're doing is, I want to say, not wrong. Like, you may be walking away from a situation or thinking you may have to. There's some sort of energy coming across, just kind of affirming that you're on the right track, even with the everything is fine. And the Nine of Wands, like, the Nine of Wands is more of a building barriers and standing your ground sort of thing. And everything is fine is obviously everything is not fine. But is this energy that Spirit's just really wanting to come across to say. Let's see, let's get more. Two came out with the Four of Cups and the Two of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. You may be looking forward, like, it's. I'm getting this energy where you're you're wanting to call in a partner. I'm sorry for laughing. This isn't meant to be like a. It's more like that ironic funny. It's like you're looking for a partner, but you don't want to talk to anyone, or you're looking for a partner, but you're questioning everyone and you don't trust anyone, right? So I'm actually getting, like, especially with this Four of Cups, it's like you're not even wanting to look at this other cup. You're almost expecting it to come from the phone. Even though you have cups in front of you and this one's just there and you're like, no, no. A little sus. That's a little suspicioso. So you may be feeling like there's another something suspicious, I feel like, in your energy field. Hold on. Let's see. Spirit, please allow for me to understand this and channel this clearly. The Star, Temperance, and the... Dude, guys, I wow. These are shuffled, don't get me wrong. Wow. Okay. So, with these three cards popping out, all I have to say is wow, honestly, because these are such high energy cards. These are very important. So, yeah, I'm getting right now, there's a lot of subconscious fears right now that you're dealing with. And at this time, I'm getting this Knight of Wands popped out because you're being triggered by the people around you, or perhaps that you want. Your subconscious is showing you the fears that lay within your depth of a subconscious, right? And the Temperance is asking you to really look inwardly and work on bringing balance. In both the Star and the Temperance, they're pouring water. In Temperance, they're pouring it back and forth into cups, and in the Star, they're pouring it down into the earth and the water. Now, I feel like the symbolism is meant to promote and allow you to understand that. Interesting, actually. I just got the the understanding that instead of pouring, like, when I saw this, I heard be careful of excess. Now, I didn't exactly say it because I knew that on one of the cards it says that, so maybe that was just a thought, but I realize more and more I do tarot, it makes me realize the intuition never lies, and it's always saying things in ways to, in your brain, of course, it's saying things that are implemented or supposed to be implemented in that moment, whether it's to be said aloud or for you to understand later. And right now I understand why that excess thing was said, because in the Temperance they're pouring it back and forth. Now, in some understanding, this can be turned into each of your own cups, like the divine pouring into your cup and then you pouring into the divine, and back and forth, vice versa. And everything is in a beautiful balance then. But in the Star, it's you're pouring the water out into the water and also to the land. Now, I almost feel like you're wrongly, perhaps you are giving your energy wrongly away. Now, this is not for everyone. Take it as it resonates. Messages will be for some and not for others in a reading. So for whoever this message is for, you know who you are. You have been giving too much of your energy in the wrong places. You have been, instead of pouring into your own cups, like back and forth, you've been pouring them in a place where it already has water, so it does not need your water. And over here, which, if you think about like the earth, right? If there's water here, this stuff is gonna be generally hydrated, right? It's all flourishing. But I don't think it's because she's been watering. I think this can actually be of excess because you can see it's not draining into the soil, it's actually creating like a river, right? So, creating excess, whether that be in your food, in your the people you hang out with, or interesting. I got the imagery of like picking up water, taking like these jugs, picking water out from here, and then pouring it back in, and then pouring it over here. It's like things that aren't you're not spending your energy right. So if that's for you, please do take it and just divine saying, start filling your own cup. Start looking to the divine. Fill the divine's cup, right? The divine doesn't need a filled cup, but rather just your attention that is the filled cup, your dedication, your love, right? Um in both the moon and the star, I'm being guided to say, follow the divine. Right here, they always say it's the divine's guidance, follow the divine. You can see the bird flying towards it. In this, they're both looking towards the moon. It's up at the sky, right? The divine, your intuition, all of it's connected and it's trying to tell you something. Yourself is trying to tell you something. And I feel like this does have to do with a lot of wounds of the past. I feel like you are deserving of a new relationship of sorts. I feel like you are deserving of this loving partner. I just feel that there's a lot that you have walked away from that has caused a lot of wounds, and I see now, it's caused you to put these walls up. I truly love how tarot works because it's not always, that makes so much sense with the first row. Let me get clarification with the second row. No, it's sometimes you start from the second row and then you understand the first row. It's the divine has a beautiful way of talking to everyone. And in this reading, I just want to say that you are 100% loved, and I feel like with that you did the right thing. You are okay for doing what you did. I feel like that was needing to be said because you did walk away from a lot. You've walked away from people who hurt you tremendously, and perhaps left you feeling like you had nothing. But then you have to remind yourself you had you. And I feel like at some point that perhaps got too much and you actually went to overprotect yourself and stopped being vulnerable. We can do this out of a lot of different reasons, whether it's lack of trust or scared to be vulnerable because it means getting hurt, right? And at the end of the day, it does have to do with your ego. Your ego is just trying to do what's best for you to protect you. It thinks it thinks it knows best, but it does not. It's going off computer programming of what's gone on in the past, like a probability generator, right? But reality is life doesn't work like that. This universe doesn't work like a probability generator. It's constantly communicating and responding depending on your vibration. And right now, the way that it's responding is it's sending so much healing your way, and it's telling you to be mindful that if you are not ready for a relationship, do not manifest one. Plain and simple, with all the utmost love. If you are not ready for a relationship, and honestly, I feel this kind of for me too, like I have some wounds. We all think we're ready, but at the end of the day, what wounds do we have? If we were really in a relationship, do we believe that we could be loved? Do we believe that we're deserving of a loyal partner? Do we believe that we can have a loyal partner? Do we believe that person even exists? Like, these deep rooted fears need to be dealt with, and that's okay. It's not a delay. It's simply when you're going on a trail, 15:05 on the clock. When you're going on a trail and perhaps you get lost, right? And you find a different trail and you're like, wait, I took the wrong turn. It was never a wrong turn. I really do believe that everything is sent to bring us growth and to bring us healing. And that's exactly what the divine is doing for you right now. So, let's see if there's any advice for you. Before I actually do that, the King of Pentacles, you are deserving of these loyal, compassionate, abundant relationships, both financially, spiritually, romantically, platonically, anything. But you need to believe you're worthy of it, because me telling you that, the divine telling you that, it's not enough until you truly believe it. Affirmations may help. Well, of course they help, but writing things down, writing things and like multiple times, like when you were a child and they said, oh, now you have to write what you did wrong and that you are sorry 50 times, right? They did that for a reason, guys. Just like when you're writing something, if you say, I am worthy, well, let's say, I am worthy of a loving partner, or I have, like, say it like you already have it, right? Or I believe I can have, I do have, I am this person. Whatever it may be, maybe you don't think you can have loyalty because you've been stabbed in the back so many times. I am a loyal partner. I have a loyal partner. I deserve a loyal partner. Saying these things and writing them down trains your brain, because not only are you writing them, but you're saying them in your brain. And it could also help that you say them out loud while you're doing this as well. But just the fact of writing it multiple times over forces your brain to process what you are saying. And it's because you're doing it in the way that your brain understands it, of course, in your language, your brain therefore applies it. Whatever it hears, it takes to heart. It makes it true. Is it true? I don't know. You tell me. It's only true if you make it true. Okay? So, hope you got that. Let's see. Advice for whoever needs it. Oh my gosh. You got the Six of Cups and the Ace of Cups. And the Five of Cups, yeah. Getting too regretful. Don't, please, guys, do not stay in the past. Do not stay looking at all that you've done wrong or that other people have done wrong. You have the Fool and the Devil. Yeah. Okay. And bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess, which makes 100% sense because, guys, listen, you are deserving of this love. It's just that there is no but besides your own. Get it? Get it? Okay, anyways. I feel like you are keeping yourself stuck, so to speak, or perhaps quote unquote delayed. Remember what I said about delays. It's just teaching you something. And right now, they're teaching you that if you want the Six of Cups, you want this Ace of Cups, this true home, someone may be coming in with an offer, right? A love offer, or perhaps like an apology, right? But it's full of love with the Ace of Cups. And then the Five of Cups is just saying, don't look back, stop looking back. It's keeping you distracted, it's keeping you hostage. And the Four of Cups as well down here says that as well. Don't allow yourself to use all your energy, because every thought has energy, and if you're constantly thinking about what you've done wrong, you're putting that energy in that area. Or perhaps in the past, if you want to look back at your past objectively or with gratitude, that's one thing. But if you're looking back and you're beating yourself up or reminiscing in a way that makes you feel so sad and that sort of feeling, really recognize that, understand why it's happening, what connection that made you feel so connected. What feeling did it invoke? Did you feel safe in that connection? Did you feel loved in that connection? How can you incorporate that for yourself now to refill your own cup? How can you refill your own cup with love and trust, okay? Because if you do that, it'll bring you so much more joy and this childlike energy to trust spirit again, instead of looking for other people to fill your cup, instead of looking for other people to tell you how to live your life. Even me, don't allow me to tell you how to live your life. You need to follow the divine. You need to follow your inner intuition, because we're all connected to the divine. We're all connected to each other, and that's why we can feel and understand what to do next, because it's all us. It's never been anyone outside of us. It has never been anyone outside of us. So please, I beg of you, spirit's begging you, stop giving your power away. You give your power away every single time you allow another person, you allow yourself to believe that another person has the power over you to make you feel happy, to make you feel sad. Take back your power. Take it back. I promise you, you are so much more powerful than you could ever imagine. I feel like you have your life together. You're someone who wants to create a life for yourself. You're very intuitive. It's just you need to get a hold on your own intuition. You need to look for it. You need to seek it out. It seeks you out, but do you seek it out? And when you stop seeking it out, do you expect it to seek you out anyways? Or is that an unhealthy relationship? If you understand, I hope you do. 21:44 clock. So everything is an equal give and take. So give that love and trust to the universe and yourself, that you are healing in this moment, and that you did everything in your past that you needed to get where you are now, to learn everything that you needed for this, for your and the rest of the collective's highest good. I'm feeling the need to say that when it comes to love, instead of looking for love externally, don't allow yourself to be caught up, because I got the energy, we can come across many different types of people, but I'm going to generalize into two. There's one who feel love within themselves and feel that their cup is full, and because of that, they do not feel like anyone else is responsible for filling their cup. And because of that, their cup is always filled by themselves. They don't need to look for anyone else. And because of that, they attract equal quality people, right? People who also fill their own cups. So that way they can share a full cup with another full cup, and they have overflowing abundance, like the Ace of Cups, right? The divine overflow. Remember, the divine should be filling your cup. You can't do it on your own, and you can't do it through other people. We are the divine. That's where the divine comes from, okay? So then there's also the other side of people who look for others to fill their cup because they feel empty inside. And because of that, they get people who maybe overcompensate to make themselves look like they're more full and better than they are. But in reality, they're just as empty. They are just as low. Imagine this, like, you need water, right? But instead you got cotton candy. And what happens when you put cotton candy in water? All that large fluff, what does it come to? Nothing, right? If you put that in even an ounce of water, it disintegrates. It's nothing anymore. It could have been this big, and now it's nothing. Okay? So I hope you got what I meant by that metaphor of know when people are overcompensating, and know when you are looking externally to have your cup filled, whether that's with love, safety, feelings of worthiness, feelings of deserving of whatever it is. Everything needs to come within, and that's the path that we're learning. The devil card here is just saying that you have been looking externally, and you have been looking to people who truly don't know what they're talking about, and it's created a lot of tension and attachments because you think that these are the only people who know what's best for you, but in reality you are them, just in another form. And because of that, you can embody them at any point, but do you? Embody your highest good instead. Okay? The divine's always with you. Before we close this off, I want to get a Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Sorry we ran a little farther than I thought. I was planning on stopping this like 15 minutes in, 10 minutes later. So yeah, just be mindful. Look to the divine, look internally for everything that you need, okay? I love you guys. So, Holy Spirit, what is it that they really need to hear right now? Whoever needs to hear it, this message. Okay. Okay, hold on. I actually want to do this like a few more times. I always have like a number in my head when I do these. And I have to respect that number. Alrighty. And our last one. So, for whoever needs it most right now. So, I mean, two kind of came out, and I'm going to take them both, which is actually really interesting because we got air spirit and fire spirit energy. Number 1, air spirit knowledge, and number 17, fire spirit energy. These are actually like earth and water go together, and fire and air go together. So that's, oh my gosh, guys, this is beautiful. And the 2 there. This is 117 may be significant. 1 is all about that creation, that uniqueness, that manifestation, and 7's about that completion, the spiritual evolution, those sort of things. And I feel like there's a balance here. Not only do we have the 2 fires in our hands, but we have the earth and fire, air and fire, excuse me. And I feel like these are actually like saying that there's coming a healing energy in your spirit. You're allowing yourself to go with the flow, and you're allowing yourself to exist exactly how you are meant to. You're going with the flow. You're being stillness. You're being more open to whatever the divine really has for you. So let's read from the book before we run out of time. So, okay. Air spirit. Number 1, air spirit knowledge. As you stand in the center of the forest, a subtle breeze lovingly touches your cheeks. Gentle gusts rustle the leaves above you as the spirit of air approaches upon her boat of light and wind. In the quietude, you sense the wind whispering messages to you from spirit. You receive this card when you need to think things through. This is not the time to be impulsive. What did I say when we started? It's not the time to be impulsive. Do not react instinctively to situations and people. Take into consideration all points of view. Do your research. Listen to others. Speak your truth. Take time to weigh the pros and cons of a situation. It is an excellent time to begin a new venture or project. It will succeed as long as you are thorough, organized, and focused. There is a remarkable wellspring of wisdom within you. Take a deep breath. Take a breath, slow and deep, and delve into that inner knowledge. It will guide you in the right direction. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm screaming right now. Take a deep breath and delve into that inner knowledge. It will guide you in the right direction. Air represents wisdom, our mental activity, and our ability to reason. It also associates with thoughts, intellect, communication, and comprehension. Through our breath, we can speak and express ourselves. Our lives begin with our first breath, so air is connected with new beginnings. The spirit of air oversees friendship, clarity, and positive focus in life. The air spirit says, inhale. Take a moment to think things through. Think as well as feel the right direction. Get clarity and become focused before stepping forth. Take care to have thoughtful communication with others. Guys, that was so confirmational. Okay. Number 17, fire spirit energy. One jagged shard of lightning after another strikes the earth. Loud rumbling and crashing thunder reverberates throughout the forest. The trees seem to vibrate together as mm, the trees seem to vibrate together as one being in response to the lightning, as the fire spirit activates the core of existence. Extraordinarily, life force energy surges through your body and through the land. You can feel the vigor of the forest expanding majestically. Take action. You see how we just got don't take action and take action? This is not the time to hold back in life. Do not repress what you feel or allow yourself to be drained by others. If you strive to meet everyone's if you strive to meet everyone's expectations and fulfill the needs of others, but forget to honor your own needs, your energy field becomes depleted and dull. Break free from constraints, others, whether self-inflicted or imposed on you by others. Activate your veer and your passion. Give your emotions free rein. Waves of energy will surge through you as you spontaneously express yourself. Running on your own resources, however, can be depleting. Allow the creator in you to flow through you. Be open to receive, knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. This doesn't mean, knowing that you don't have to do it all yourself. This replenishes your soul and supports you in accessing enormous amounts of energy. The power of the fire spirit is renowned, one of the 4 prime elements. It traditionally represents a transformation, passion, zeal, enthusiasm, creativity, and activation. In many traditions, fire is synonymous with creation itself. Let the energy of fire inspire action and movement for you now. The spirit of fire says incredibility, vitality, life force energy, and passion are expanding in your life. If you feel drained by the expectations of others, don't hold back. Ignite your inner fire. Speak your truth. Let the light of the Creator surge through you. Wow, 31:44 on the clock. I want to say this before the timer runs off. The Creator always works through you because you are the Creator. You are Holy Spirit. You are the divine, right? You are just experiencing it. So when you allow yourself to freely be, you allow the divine to just work through you. You're like the perfect, not puppet, but the perfect player for this amazing game. And also the take action and don't take action. It's about taking the inspired action, guys. Not letting others become what you want to be, not letting your expectations from others be who you want to be, instead becoming who you want to be and allowing yourself to really take action that you're meant to take, not just take it for the heck of it or uninspired action, because there's that balance here, the balance between action that you are meant to take towards your projects, right, and the action that you're meant to take of healing. All right, guys, so this is so beautiful, and I genuinely loved reading for you so much. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Take consideration. Yeah, right now is a beautiful time for projects, so if you're working on those, good luck. I love you guys so much. Join me again. Bye.